She started with nothing but a voice, a dream, and a small-town Texas spirit. Then one audition changed everything. 20-plus years later, Kelly Clarkson isn't just surviving. She's owning Las Vegas stages, sitting on a $50 million fortune, running her own record label, and still making headlines with her love life. From Heartbreak to empire building, this is the full, unfiltered story of where Kelly Clarkson stands today. And trust us, it's a lot. Let's start with the money. Kelly Clarkson's estimated net worth in 2026 sits at around $50 million. But before you shrug at that number, let's talk about what's actually behind it. This isn't a one-trick pony situation. This is a woman who has built income streams so varied that even a total career pivot wouldn't shake her. Music laid the foundation. Over 25 million albums and 50 million singles sold worldwide, numbers that still earn serious royalty checks long after the albums dropped. But here's the thing. Music is almost a side hustle now compared to what television has done for her. The Kelly Clarkson Show has been one of the highest-rated daytime programs since its 2019 launch, earning multiple Emmy wins including Outstanding Entertainment Talk Show Host. Season 7 is currently airing, and Kelly has confirmed it will be her last. It's going out on her own terms, still Emmy-worthy, still one of the most watched daytime shows in America. Then there's The Voice, where she became one of the show's most successful coaches, earning a reported $14 million per season. Let that number settle in for a second. Brand partnerships, a best-selling children's book series, and a thriving Las Vegas residency round out the picture. And in spring 2025, she launched High Road Records, her own independent label. Her debut single dropped in May, performed live at Rockefeller Plaza. It wasn't just a song release. It was a declaration of creative ownership that most artists at her level rarely make. But if you think the empire stops there, wait until you hear about the real estate. Kelly Clarkson is, by her own admission, a homebody. A homebody with very expensive taste and the purchasing power to match. Her heart belongs to a sprawling Montana ranch she calls her forever home, the place where she and her kids feel most like themselves, away from the cameras and the chaos. That property is valued at nearly $18 million and became a legal battleground during her divorce. A judge ruled it belonged solely to Kelly. She kept it. Then there's California, a $5.4 million home in the exclusive Toluca Lake area of Los Angeles, 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, an outdoor pool, tennis court, and a separate guest house. Before that, she and her ex-husband shared a custom-built 8-bedroom farmhouse in Encino with 3 kitchen islands, a movie theater, a home gym, and an outdoor pizza oven, listed at nearly $10 million. And since her talk show moved production to New York City in 2023, she's been renting in Manhattan while the Montana ranch remains her true home base. From Texas to Tennessee to California to New York, she has bought, sold, and traded her way across the American real estate map like someone who genuinely loves the process. But all these beautiful homes and all this success? She's been navigating it largely alone. Because the personal chapter she's been living through has been one of the most emotionally loaded of her entire life. So what exactly went wrong? And why does it still hurt? Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock look like one of those couples destined to last. She was America's sweetheart. He was a powerful Nashville music manager, respected and deeply connected in the industry. They met in 2006 during rehearsals for the Academy of Country Music Awards. Nothing romantic happened at first. Years passed, careers grew, and life moved forward. But after reconnecting, things got serious fast. Brandon proposed in December 2012. Less than a year later, they married in a beautiful Tennessee ceremony. For a while, it looked like the fairytale fans had always wanted for Kelly. They welcomed daughter River Rose in 2014 and son Remington Alexander in 2016. Anyone who follows Kelly knows her children are the center of her world. But behind the family photos and red carpet appearances, problems were quietly growing. Then came 2020, and everything unraveled. But here's where it gets really complicated. The split evolved into a lengthy legal battle involving their Montana ranch, financial disagreements, and questions about Brandon's role as Kelly's manager. Court hearings and filings kept the divorce in the headlines for years. By March 2022, the marriage was officially over. Emotionally, however, the story was far from finished. Kelly channeled much of that pain into Chemistry, a deeply personal album that explored heartbreak, anger, confusion, and eventual acceptance. The music became her way of processing one of the hardest periods of her life. Then came another devastating twist. In August 2025, Brandon Blackstock died after a more than 3-year battle with melanoma. The news shocked fans. Despite everything they had endured, he was still the father of Kelly's children. Suddenly, years of legal disputes felt insignificant compared to the reality facing River and Remy. Kelly stepped away from the spotlight to focus on helping her kids navigate an unimaginable loss. When she returned to her talk show weeks later, she opened with a powerful rendition of The Weeknd's Blinding Lights. She didn't need to say a word. The performance said everything. It was a reminder that beyond the fame and the fortune, Kelly Clarkson is a mother first, a woman who spent years untangling herself from a broken marriage, only to watch the other person become part of the past forever. So after all of that, the marriage, the divorce, the heartbreak, and the grief, is Kelly Clarkson even open to love again? Before we get there, you need to understand where she came from. Because knowing her beginning makes everything she's built hit even harder. Kelly Brian Clarkson was born on April 24, 1982, in Fort Worth, Texas, the youngest of 3 children in a working-class family. Her parents divorced when she was just 6 years old. That split sent shockwaves through her childhood that would echo in her music for decades. She was an unusual kid, drawn to writing, art, and marine biology, until a middle school choir teacher overheard her singing in the hallway and insisted she join the choir. That teacher had no idea what they had just unlocked. By the time Kelly graduated from Burleson High School in 2000, she had the kind of raw talent that made people stop and stare. She turned down college scholarships and moved to Los Angeles to chase music. What followed was a brutal reality check, failed demo deals, a fire that destroyed her apartment, a broke and discouraged Kelly catching a Greyhound bus back to Texas. But she didn't stop. She regrouped, pushed forward, and in 2002 walked into an audition for the very first season of American Idol. And what happened next, nobody could have predicted. Her humility, her unfiltered charm, and her once-in-a-generation voice made her the clear favorite. She won. Her coronation single, A Moment Like This, debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 with one of the most dramatic single-week chart surges in the chart's history. Then came Breakaway in 2004, Since You've Been Gone, Behind These Hazel Eyes, Because of You, over 12 million copies sold worldwide, 2 Grammy Awards, and a new template for what a post-reality TV pop career could actually look like. She wasn't just an Idol winner. She was a legitimate, credible, generationally gifted artist. And she never let that foundation crack. Now, after heartbreak, loss, and years of rebuilding, what does her personal life actually look like today? As of 2026, Kelly is single. And she's been refreshingly, almost defiantly honest about it. During a May 2025 appearance on Today with Jenna and Friends, she told Jenna Bush Hager that she was neither actively looking for a relationship nor completely ruling one out, explaining that she was simply very busy. She laughed about it, but her honesty hit home. As a single mother of 2, she said her kids' schedules were even busier than her own, and she spent most of her time rushing from her show to baseball practice, just trying to be present. Her kids, River Rose and Remington, have made their feelings about their mom dating very clear, and the answer will surprise you. In November 2024, Kelly revealed on live radio that her children repeatedly pleaded with her not to date anyone. She responded by telling them, lovingly but firmly, that while she adored them, she also needed love and affection in her own life. Only Kelly Clarkson could share a moment like that on air and make it both hilarious and heartwarming. Then in January 2026, performing at a celebrity golf tournament in Florida, she introduced her 2009 hit My Life Would Suck Without You with a wry one-liner. This next song, hopefully you are in a relationship where your life would suck without them. I am not. Here we go. The crowd went wild. Because that's Kelly. She takes the thing that should be sad and somehow makes it a moment. There was speculation about a connection with British singer Seal after a notably warm talk show appearance together in 2023, with reports of a private dinner in late 2025 adding fuel to the fire. Neither confirmed anything. What's clear is this: Kelly Clarkson is not desperate. She is not spiraling. She went through one of the messiest, most public divorces in recent entertainment history, mourned the unexpected death of her ex-husband, raised 2 kids largely on her own through all of it, and came out the other side with her humor and her dignity completely intact. She wants love. She's open to it. But she's not willing to settle for anything less than something real. And while her love life may still be a work in progress, her artistic life in 2026, that part is firing on all cylinders. Here's the thing about Kelly's 2025 to 2026 era. It doesn't look like a comeback, because she never actually left. But it does look like a woman who woke up one morning and decided, firmly, that she was done playing by other people's rules. Launching high road records was the first major signal. After more than 2 decades of navigating label politics and creative conflicts, after the specific exhaustion of being a powerful woman in an industry built to manage rather than empower, Kelly went independent. She owns her label. She controls her releases. Her Las Vegas residency at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace, the same stage that housed Celine Dion and Elton John, pulls from her entire catalogue every night, with a different live cover performed with her full band each show. Radiohead's Creep. Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You. The demand was so overwhelming that Caesars added 10 additional 2026 dates. 10 additional dates. And the residency's predecessor grossed over $10.8 million across just 14 shows. Studio Sessions is operating at a whole different scale. She also expanded her TV footprint in 2025 with Songs and Stories with Kelly Clarkson, a primetime NBC spin-off pairing raw live performances with intimate conversations, the kind of format that suits her perfectly, because Kelly has always been her best when the cameras roll and she just talks. The woman entering the second half of 2026 is not the girl who lost everything in a Los Angeles apartment fire and caught a bus back to Texas. She is a 3-time Grammy winner, an Emmy-winning host, a Las Vegas headliner, an independent label owner, a best-selling author, and a mother of 2. By every metric, one of the most enduring, multi-dimensional entertainers of her generation. And through every divorce headline, every career pivot, every luxury home buy and sell, every viral moment, Kelly Clarkson has remained the same person she was when she walked nervously into that American Idol audition in 2002. Raw, real, and completely unafraid to feel things in public. That authenticity isn't just her brand. It's the whole empire. And honestly, we are not even close to finishing watching her build it.